Reading is to the mind what exercise is to the body. I'm Rachel Ogusowo, and this is the Authors Confab show. Lee City FM 89.1. Good afternoon, everyone. Authors, non-authors, welcome again. This is another wonderful time on Authors Confab show, and as usual, there's a guest in the studio, and we'll be talking about authoring, and authoring. Are you ready? So stay tuned and enjoy the time. You can always follow us on social media, Royal Ray International. You can also follow my personal page, Rachel Ogusowo, on all social media platforms. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel to watch the replay and the video of the show, Dr. Rachel Ogusowo, on YouTube channel. That's settled. Let us go straight into the program for today. Good afternoon. My guest, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Please introduce yourself to the listeners at home.
Good afternoon, listeners, and thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Your name?
My name is Marvel Oghene. I'm an author and I'm an entrepreneur.
Okay, welcome. Thanks for coming to the show. So we'll be talking about your journey in the past. Authoring several books. So my first question, when did you start authoring? How many years have you been authoring?
Well, I've been authoring for, let me say, 10 years now.
Amazing. So a decade of authoring. You have a lot of stories to share with us. So first, what inspired this journey?
Well, what inspired me to become an author, actually, it was a little girl.
Wow.
Yes,
Wow.
They came to live with us when I traveled to. I was living with an uncle then in Asaba. So the parents brought her because they wanted to travel. She was about 4 years then, and she was always crying. So I would tell her stories.
Oh,
yes,
I get it now.
So she told me that instead of telling this story, I should pen it down. So I should write them down for her to read. So it was then, and now that I have the gift of writing, then I became professional, like authoring, in publishing my first book. That was
2014.
Yes.
Wow. Amazing. So what can you say from 2014 till now? What can you say about that experience? Is this something that you would love to, if you come again to this, so is this something you would love to embark in as an author? Has the journey been positive or glorious or glamorous?
Yes. You know, in life we have, in every business, in every field, there are always ups and downs. But I love being an author, and if I want to come back to this earth again, I'll also be an author. Okay. I enjoy it.
Yeah, thank God. So what can you say is your unique selling point as an author? Maybe your writing style or your marketing style or your publishing style. Do you think there's anything unique?
Yeah, I think my writing is unique because I always put my audience in my mind.
Okay.
I pretend to be like my audience, to read what I'm writing for them to read.
Amazing.
Yes.
So some authors focus on a particular niche. For you, do you focus on a particular niche or you just write?
Yes, I write across.
Wow. So you've written the non-fiction and fiction books.
Yes,
so how many books do you have now?
I have 4 books published.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, that's nice. Fiction and non-fiction.
Yes,
please,
absolutely.
Tell us the name of the books.
My first published book is Expo to Financial Security.
Wow.
And I have the roots of the troubles with Nigeria.
Okay, that's a political book.
Yes.
Wow. So how comparing your fiction and non-fiction, especially this political, what can you say about the receptivity? Your audience. Which one do you think they go for? Online or maybe physically when you interact with people? Which one
they prefer to?
Yes, I missed the 4 books.
Yes.
Oh, they prefer the politics.
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yes.
It's like many people don't really author that niche.
Yes.
Wow.
They prefer it.
Okay. Thank you. So, considering your journey, what would you say has been the win? Your aha moment when you're like, this authoring would die here, that kind of thing.
Well, my high moment, right?
Yes, yes.
Well, my high moment was when I wrote the book, the root of troubles with Nigeria.
Okay.
And there's a children book I have with me too, and because it took me to that book, particular political book. I didn't even write it to want to sell it. I want to
Okay.
write it to give it out to people, because it talks about Nigeria, where we are here we are now.
Oh.
Yeah, so a lot of people, somebody read it and invited me to Abuja, and it took me to NTA Channel 5.
Wow.
So
that's a win.
and I got some cash gift, because when they wanted to ask me that,
Wow.
I said no, I wasn't publishing the book to sell it.
Oh my
So
God.
the guy just feel like she thought, because there's something he read that he really loved in the book.
That's great. Dear listener, can you hear that? And that's your what? Your latest book, or is it what number?
It's
Number.
third. Number
Can
3.
you imagine? So, dear listener listening to us, I just feel like you just stress this part that you don't have to focus on a particular niche. Just explore. Don't compare yourself and say you want to be like people. No, but at the same time, don't restrict yourself. Don't limit yourself to a particular niche. It started with story writing, fiction writing, and then out of passion and burden, he took his pen and wrote about politics. And he said, and like you heard, he didn't plan selling, but eventually sponsors came in.
Yes, absolutely.
Radio feature, or is it TV feature, came in from Abuja. So their upcoming author or also, don't be discouraged. Your first or second book might not bring the win, and then subsequently other books will bring the win. I hope this will encourage you. Okay, so you've talked about is that the label, or you have any other one to share?
That's one I want to
Okay,
share.
that's one you want to share. Congratulations on that feat.
Thank
So what will you say is your low moment?
My low moment.
We should not deceive ourselves. There are times you'll be like, oh my God, I beg, I'm not writing again, but no, we won't give up. So
Definitely, I would like to share this.
okay,
That's because
we want to hear.
it's one of my lowest moments, and it's also the one that made me stand. Because after, when I wanted to publish my first book, Expo to Financial Security.
Okay.
After writing the book, I took it to a friend whom I regarded as my mentor.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
So he read through the manuscript and he told me that I'm not ready yet. So he said he's giving me 3 months to go and research and rewrite the book, to write it over again. And I did that, and I was angry. So at first I was like, why something I'm writing you couldn't even
Discredit.
yes, you are just understand. So I went back, I did as he said, and I
Is there an author? Was there an author then?
No.
Okay.
So I'm very grateful that I heed his advice. I didn't let it discourage me. That he looked at what I've written and he didn't appreciate it.
But he was seeing the big picture.
Yes, that I couldn't see then. So I appreciate it.
Yeah. This particular,
and also one of my lowest moments too that could discourage somebody, any upcoming author, is that sometimes when you publish a book, maybe your first book or second book, and you don't make the sales, don't let that discourage you. Sometimes what you have spent on bringing the book to life, you might not even sell and have that capital, but don't let that discourage you, except you don't have the passion for writing.
Exactly.
When you have the passion, you'll be doing it to share whether the gain comes or not. And it's from that passion that the divine will smile on you, and something might just you don't expect will happen.
Thank you for that. So I always say it on this show, and everywhere I have the opportunity to say that as an author, let other eyes, especially professional eyes and people that have insight, let them go through your book, because sincerely yours, that book, that manuscript you are carrying, and you're like the alpha and omega, you're excited, I've authored the book. Yeah. Somebody else will sit and say, what's this? So if you are fortunate to have a mentor, let me just say somebody who can tell you that, who can look into your face and tell you that this is not enough, add more. I think it's a great privilege, yes, because it doesn't make sense that you published in, for example, you published in 2000, and by 2024 or 2012 or something, you are like saying, oh, this book is outdated, let me rebrand, there's nothing bad in doing revised edition anyway. But if you see somebody that tell you before publishing that, oh, do this thing this way, add this thing, remove this thing, it helps you. That is why we also encourage that authors should not self-publish, because what you feel is perfect, it's okay, might not be okay actually. So the last for this segment before we go on, how often do you talk about your books on social media? Because let me tell you the truth, some authors feel like they are like ashamed to talk about their books or to promote it. Sorry. And even when a good thing is not promoted and talked about, nobody will know about it. So how often are you guilty, or do you feel you are not doing enough, or do you
Yes,
feel you wish to do more?
I wish to do more. I'm
So
not
how
doing
often
enough.
do you how often
But
do you post?
I've never been ashamed of being an author.
Of posting, I'm even talking about
Posting,
posting on
yes.
social media.
It's not
When last did you
always.
post? Yeah, let me do it that way.
It's been months.
Yeah, but you know it's
But
not right.
It's not right. But I do
God will help
I do
us.
post quotes from me to inspire people.
And you put okay, let's do this way. Listeners at home, I'm asking this question. When last did you talk about your book on social media, or your status on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok? When last did you do a video with it or talk about it? Please don't let us be discouraged. People want to read, but when you keep showing up with your books, there would be one day they would come into your DM and ask for your book. While I was coming to the studio this afternoon, somebody sent me a message from another state who definitely has been seeing my book. She said they have a program, a debate competition, and they want to gift the contestants, and she suggested to the team planning it that they should use Dr. Rachel Ogunsawo's book. You know, I've been talking about it. I didn't even talk about it today, and she remembered me. So you never can say, never can tell. Keep showing up with your books. You are the one that will market your book. Exactly. You are the best person to market your book. So don't be discouraged. Now let us wrap up this and stay. Welcome back to the Authors Confab. I'm Rachel Ogunsawo, and we are still on the Authors Confab show, Lead City FM 89.1. Hope you're enjoying this section. On this segment, we call it a this or that segment, I'll be asking my author, so I'll give him two options and he's going to choose one. So none of the option is wrong. Okay? Yes. You can pick any one, but any option you pick, I can ask for the question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Breathing enough. Okay. This or that, pen and paper or typing on computer?
Typing on computer.
Okay. Have you ever written with pen before, and what was your experience?
Yes, I started with pen. And with writing with pen, maybe there is a word you want to use. And you use another, you made a mistake, you will not cancel yes, put on top. But on computer,
and to be rough,
to be rough. For computer, you can just delete and just write it again.
Perfect. It's easier.
Yes.
Everybody have their style anyway, but to me it's super easy and comfy to type on computer. In fact, when you type something that maybe while typing you make mistake, it will show the red line and it will call your attention so that you read it again. Okay, amazing. Next, writing in the morning or writing at night, midnight, when everybody's asleep.
Or
silent places.
Yes, I like quiet place. Yeah,
okay.
Right. But morning or night, most times I write more at night.
Okay.
Than in the morning.
Is it because it's silent or because you just feel?
Yeah, I feel like because in the morning there are a lot of things that will catch my attention.
That you want to do, like okay,
yes.
Yeah.
So I prefer writing.
Okay. Writing with music at the background, or everywhere should be dead silent.
Sometimes I don't even know how to do it. There can be TV on when I will be writing.
Okay.
But sometimes I will just let it to be quiet.
Like when you're already feeling distraction, like there's a way we feel it when that thing is distracting.
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes too, I can work with Bobo. There are times when that music will be
quiet.
I'll be like, this thing. Like my mind is going to the lyrics or the tune of the song, so I just put it on that later. And the other times I'm trying to write and it's not flowing. When I play the music, somehow it's relaxed. I mean the tension and everything. Then I can play.
Calm down.
Yeah. So. For your novel, how is it like? Is it standalone or series?
It's standalone, not series.
So you've written 2 fiction books, right?
Yes.
Have you written any for children?
Yes, this one is the one I wrote recently. One I'm putting up now is for children.
Okay, the 5th one.
Yeah, and it's actually a true story. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, we look forward to your next book. All the best. So, pen name or your real name?
It depends on me. I preferred my real name.
So you've not been using pen name.
No.
I wonder what's in the mind of those that use pen name. Anyway, but I know for foreign authors they have their reason. They want to write real story. They want to be able to explore maybe morals and whatever. So they write with their pen name, and you won't even know they are the one. Like they live two different lives.
Yes.
Their book will show their pen name, and their personality will show something. I think it's for introvert, or they will have their reason. I don't know, Sha, but I've been writing with my name, and I'll continue putting my name on my book, Rachel Ogunsowo.
Yes.
All right. So traditional publishing or self-publishing?
For me,
Yes.
I'll be self-publishing. So I would say self-publishing.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you have any comparison you want to compare? Maybe from from what you've gone through, is there anything you want to say? Maybe
I've been publishing, self-publishing is very stressful on you as an individual.
Please let me tell them. Say it.
Absolutely.
If you are not experienced, don't do self-publishing.
Yes.
So that you not publish gibberish. You just better continue.
Financing everything yourself and even writing, doing everything yourself. You know, when there are other minds that are bigger than yours,
Hi.
you will make the thing
You'll
colorful.
be amazed that all will come out.
Yes, even simple. You know, one thing I've learned is that if I would like to, even though I prefer the self-publishing, but if I would like turn the go back in time, I will not choose self-publishing because you know, along the line you realize that if someone else says it should have been like this. And even why I said this is because, you know, at the end, even as you are publishing your name as the author on the book, you know, there's an editor that told me that I should give her time because at the end it's my name that will be there. It's not her name. So even if
any
firm,
error or anything,
it's my name. If a firm helps you to publish, it's your name that will be there. You are the one that will enjoy the benefit more. Have the name there.
Yes.
So it's better than self-publishing.
Exactly, because those ones their name is at stake, so they will do
more,
the best,
make everything perfect.
And you know there are some people, either organization or people, who will not buy or recommend a self-published book.
Yes,
you know.
I know.
They will feel that except
but when they hear that there's a firm publishing that yes,
they will not go and look at that, maybe the website of that company, say that okay, this company will churn out great books. God will help us. Okay, so the last for this section, who is your model or favorite author? Somebody, or who would you say you want to be like maybe in the next 1 year, 5 years, 10 years as an author, the peak?
Yes, I like J.K. Rowling.
Nigerian?
No, okay, in Nigeria.
Let's talk about Nigeria.
You know, right from even before I started writing, secondary school, I've always admired, and I've always liked to be like someone like Wale Soyinka.
Okay.
Yes. And I love Chiamanda Adichie also.
Yeah, those
Chiamanda
two people are doing graciously well, thank God. All right. We wrap up this segment and go to the you're still on to the Authors CONFAB show, Lead City FM 89.1. Rachel Ogunsowo still here with the guest author. So to the last segment of the show this afternoon, before we call it a day, is the words. Listeners at home, what's the next segment? Okay. Let's learn a new word. As I often say, a new word to me might not be a new word to you, and a new word to you might not be a new word to me. The longer short of this segment is that we want to add more vocabularies, more words to our dictionary as authors. Either you're writing a fiction or non-fiction, you need to spice up your writing. You need to feature new words. You need to bamboozle your readers, you know. So today we'll be considering the word belligerent. Belligerent. This is a word for people. People, I want to use one Yoruba word, but let me just use English. People who like to find trouble. You know those people, when we say opposite of peacemaker, that little things offend them. They read meaning into things, they look for trouble, in short, their life is life of, you know, they just like, you know, this strive and all that. So maybe you want to paint a scenario in your fiction work or non-fiction. You also talk about somebody who likes
Trouble.
voila. So you can use the word belligerent. So let's try to create a word. Busy and belligerent ways. Okay, let's frame it away. The boss entered and said, "Oh, I'm just tired of Busy's belligerent attitude." Will you try yours? Belligerent. Anyone that describes people that likes fighting. Okay. So will you be using this word soon? Have you heard it before? I would like to hear your feedback. You can always send a WhatsApp message to 09092920445. Let me take that again. 09092920445. So that's my WhatsApp number. And then follow us on all social media platforms. Rachel Ogunsowo, that's my personal, and then Royal Ray International on Instagram. Next week Wednesday by 2 p.m. we'll be bringing in another guest and we'll be sharing stories about authoring and publishing. Mr. Marvel is our guest on the show today, and we've heard the story, how he started as a teen author, how we got a mentor who told him your first manuscript is a trash, please go and add more, how a young girl inspired his writing, and how what are the things, what will you say helps with your inspiration, your content? How do you get your content ideas?
Because I read a lot. You know, Stephen King is an American author.
Okay.
He said that if you want to write or you want to author, there are two things you must do above every other two: read a lot and write a lot.
Exactly.
The more you write, the more your writing will be perfect.
Yes, read a lot. Not for that moment. You'll be surprised that when you now want to write, your knowledge bank, your content
and the
bank,
words will come.
Yes, your content bank is full, so you withdraw from your content bank. Mr. Marvel, thanks for coming. Please, if you cannot face it and you cannot, we would like to read from you. Drop comments, follow us on social media. Same time next week, we'll be meeting again. Bye.